So hey guys, welcome to another video, and the footage in the background is Guild Wars 2 because I have like 200 gigs of Guild Wars footage and I want to use it somewhere, and I don't even have WoW installed on my PC right now, so Guild Wars 2 it is. But for World of Warcraft we have some interesting numbers. There's been a sample of 2.1 million players, and they were specifically looking at certain achievements. And I find this very interesting. So the first achievement is Master of Apexis. This is the one where you need to collect at least 100,000 Apexis crystals. And out of the 2.1 million, 47% of those players have this achievement. I'm kind of surprised that this number isn't higher, because I have this achievement and I've never farmed Apexis crystals. Alright, so I was expecting it to be a little higher, but oh well. The second one is Master Draenor Crafter. Craft 50 epic items with an item level of at least 600. That's basically all epic items crafted in Warlords. Now you have to remember that in the beginning of Warlords of Draenor we didn't have raids for like a month. So epic items came from either crafting, Apexis upgrades, quest upgrades, which were pretty bad but they were still alright, and challenge modes. And on top of this, everyone had access to all the resources through their garrison. So one would think that people would go mental to make as much money in the beginning and then continue to upgrade their items and eventually get this achievement. But only 25% of the sample, which once again was 2.1 million players, have this achievement. That's such a low number. Everyone has access to those materials, and they are cheap even if you want to buy them on the auction house. And everyone wants good gear, so one would think you would sell them on the auction house. But no, only 25% managed to get this achievement. And that is why professions are being reworked for Legion, and why they made an entire team for professions. Because right now people have very easy access to all the materials, and it's really easy to craft stuff, and people still don't want to do it. Moving on to the next one. This is very interesting. Chapter 4, Darkness Incarnate. Acquire a legendary ring by completing Khadgar's quests. Now, what I want you to do is to have a wild guess. Okay, just think how many people finished the legendary quest line and acquired this legendary ring out of 2.1 million, which was the sample. 17%. Now, you have to remember a few things, alright? You can do this in LFR. You don't have to raid. You can pretty much do this on your own, all with the shipyard and stuff. And they added catch-up systems for the old raids as well. So there's absolutely no reason for people not to get their legendary item. Yet 83% out of this huge sample decided the new legendary item, the legendary ring, isn't worth giving a shit. There are people that still farm Sulfuras, Hand of Ragnaros, Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, Warglaves of Azenoth, and all these legendaries that are pretty much useless to them because you can't even transmog them, yet they could farm this legendary ring that gives you massive power once you get it, and no, people just don't give a shit. People don't want it. It's not worth it to them. And you know what? I don't have it either. It's just not worth it. It's a shit ring. I don't even know what the name of that ring is. Now, this next statistic proves what many YouTubers have been saying over the years, and what I've been saying as well, and that's that LFR is detrimental to the game. Once people kill the last boss of a raid on LFR, they won the game. Okay, and the game ends for them. They finish the game, winner. And they don't give a shit anymore. Time is a flat circle. Defeat Archimond on normal difficulty or higher prior to the release of the next tier of content. Only 12% of the players from this sample have this achievement. 12%. That's even lower than the percentage of players from this sample that acquired their legendary ring. And I do believe that these statistics have been taken after the LFRization of normal mode, where they removed a bunch of mechanics from tons of bosses. Can you expect people to do those bosses on LFR and then do them again on normal mode? Of course not! It's the same fucking fight with bigger numbers! Now, the last achievement I want to talk about in this video is actually really sad, and it's called the Defender of Draenor. get 5,000 honorable kills in Draenor. Now, for European players, that's 50 Alterac Valleys against Russian teams. Okay? And from this sample, from this huge sample of 2.1 million players, once again, only 7% of those players managed to get 5,000 honorable kills. That's just sad. And it shows how pathetic PvP is in Warlords of Draenor.